weaknesses of Pi Network and expectations for Picoin's price. Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to have an honest discussion about Pi Network, particularly about the factors currently influencing the price of Picoin and why so many pioneers are feeling anxious. Joining us today is Mr. Pip, a longtime pioneer. Brian and I, Pi from Us, will be analyzing this issue with him. Hello, Mr. Pip.
Hi, Pi from Us. Hi, everyone. Honestly, I'm feeling quite unsure right now. I feel like the Pi Network project has some kind of critical weakness that the dev team just hasn't been able to solve. If this keeps up, I'm worried the Picoin price won't be able to go high.
I understand your impatience. Many others feel the same. Looking at aspects like blockchain technology, the network, and the community, Pi Network seems pretty solid, right? Many people are expecting that once the open mainnet launches, Pi's price should shoot up to hundreds of dollars.
Exactly. Yet the current price is way too low. Or is there some issue with the PiCore team? I've been involved for nearly 6 years now.
That's actually the current mindset of many pioneers, Mr. Pip. People are judging the entire project solely based on Picoin's daily price. When the price goes up, they cheer and clap. When it goes down, they look for reasons to blame the PiCore team. But perhaps we're missing the true essence of the issue.
We've been with Pi Network for 6 years, tapping that lightning bolt every single day. It's exhausting. Now we just want to sell our Picoins and make some money. What we care most about is the price of Pi going up so we can finally sell. As for the deeper issues of Pi Network, how are we supposed to know? And even if we did know, what could we do about it?
I understand that desire, but let me ask you something. Right now, who are you going to sell your Pi coins to? And more importantly, what would people even buy your Pi for? Does buying Picoin currently bring any practical benefit to them? This is precisely Pi Network's critical weakness at the moment, Mr. Pip.
Well, we joined for free anyway. Just tap the phone every day to earn Pi. Why are you asking us such hard questions?
Mr. Pip, we need to understand the root of the issue. Only by identifying Pi Network's weaknesses can we accurately assess the true value of Picoin. Let me put it simply so it's easier to imagine. Think of Pi Network like an online game. You've played online games before, haven't you? If a game only has free players who grind, but no one's willing to spend money on items or top up to become VIP, how would the game publisher make any profit to maintain the servers or roll out new updates? That kind of game will collapse sooner or later, right?
Yeah, true. A game needs people spending money for it to survive.
Similarly, that's the current state of Pi Network. Right now, it's attracting a lot of free players, meaning people mining Pi every day for free. But for Pi Network to truly grow and for Picoin to have lasting value, there needs to be real users willing to spend real money to buy and use Picoin within its ecosystem, to purchase goods, services, pay app fees, etc. It can't just be free mining and waiting to sell.
But I still see people actively trading Picoin on exchanges. The volume reaches millions of Pi per day. Isn't that real demand?
There's also a common misunderstanding among pioneers when they look at exchanges to judge Pi Network. You have to understand that most people trading Pi on exchanges today are just traders. They buy Pi at a low price today, hoping to sell it at a higher price tomorrow to make a profit. They're buying to flip, to speculate, not to actually use Picoin for any purpose within the Pi ecosystem. So essentially, those Picoins are just moving from one trader's pocket to another's. That doesn't create real utility value. What we really need is actual demand for Picoin, like businesses buying Pi to pay salaries, users buying Pi to shop on Pi Chain Mall, developers buying Pi to run ads on the Pi ad network. Only that can bring core, sustainable value to Pi Network. This weakness in real use demand will take time to fix. It can't be solved overnight.
Sounds complicated. So in short, what exactly does Pi Network need to do before we can sell our Picoin for, say, $10?
In my opinion, for now, we must wait for the Pi core team to successfully implement at least two important things. 1. Pi ad network, an advertising system that uses Picoin as the payment method. When advertisers or app developers want to promote their products to the massive Pioneer community, they'll need to purchase Picoins to pay for ad space. This will create substantial and genuine demand for Picoin. 2. Fiat gateway for buying Picoin. Partnering with payment providers like Banksa, allowing regular users, merchants and small businesses to easily buy PiCoin using cash, Visa cards, Google Pay, etc., directly and conveniently. When purchasing Pi becomes simple and secure, businesses will feel confident integrating Pi into their operations without worrying about liquidity. Once we see these two systems, along with other apps and utilities in the ecosystem, running smoothly and stably, Pi Network's critical weakness of lacking real usage demand can be considered temporarily addressed. Only then will PiCoin have a solid foundation for sustainable price growth.
More waiting? Oh, come on. We've already waited 6 years, and now you're telling us pioneers to keep waiting even longer. This is getting so frustrating.
Let's look at it this way. The past 6 years were about laying the groundwork, developing the tech platform, and building a massive community. Laying a foundation always takes the longest and the most effort. But building the floors, apps, utilities, ecosystem, on top of that solid foundation won't take nearly as long. Maybe it'll only take another 1 or 2 years. Just be patient a little longer, and chances are you'll be able to sell your PiCoins at the high prices you're hoping for. But there's one thing I want to caution pioneers about. I'm afraid that by the time PiCoin actually becomes valuable, many of us may not have any left in our wallets, because we either sold too early at low prices or lost faith and gave up along the way. I hope today's conversation helped pioneers gain a clearer understanding of Pi Network's current situation and what we need to look forward to. Patience and knowledge are key. What do you think about this issue? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for the latest updates. Goodbye, and see you next time.